Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Wanted to do something a bit different. I wanted to touch on the topic of how to get your first job straight out of university. Now, why I wanted to do this actually is, or what prompted me was, recently I've had a few younger people finishing up uni asking me to help them with a job. So it's usually friends of friends or mutual connections in the industry or yeah, things like that, people like that, right? They ask me to help them find their first job. Now, over the years, I've helped literally hundreds of people get their first jobs, and moving forward, 2024, May 2024 onwards, I've decided, fuck that, I'm never gonna help you fucks get your first job. Go fuck yourself, right? And that's not a personal attack, but from my point of view, when I refer someone to get a job, I'm putting my own personal brand and my own recommendations. I'm putting my reputation against these products or services, i.e. people, when they interview. And my hit rate's about 40-ish%, so 40% success rate, and the other 60%, listen, makes me look bad, right? And what I've realized looking at these fresh graduates is that a lot of them are all full of shit. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're full of shit. They don't have the skills necessary to even do basic jobs, and their communication fucking sucks. Now, I speak quite informally when I make videos, but in the professional setting, I'm quite professional, right? I'm very conscious of the way I speak, the way I carry myself, and even just the skills that people want in new recruits, and even graduate recruits. Yeah, a lot of these fucks don't have, right? So I've decided, instead of helping you myself and putting my reputation on the line for these pricks, I'm going to make this video to help people understand what they need to do when they find their first job. Now, when I got my first job after uni, that was fucking shit, right? I've applied literally for around 200 to 300 jobs before I actually landed something. And I had experience. I've been working since I've been 3 years old, man. Like when I was literally fucking 3 years old, child labor shit, I was working. So from 3 all the way up to, well, today I've been working. And when I was 3 years old, I was cleaning. I was forced to do commercial cleaning. And because, Asians, we don't do shit for free, and we gotta make the kids, useful in one way, shape, or form. I was cleaning commercial buildings since 3. Ever since I was young, I was working. When I was in school, I got myself through school by fucking selling shit, selling shoes. We were buying and selling used shoes. I would get some used shoes, sneakers, Jordans, clean them up and sell them for a profit. That was through school and university, and after university, got my first job, but it took 200 plus attempts to get my first job. And I guess at the time, it was extremely competitive, and it's gonna be even harder now, right? I was up against people who went to the Olympics. I remember we were doing a group interview, and then there was 3 of us. 2 of them were like ex-Olympians, which is fucking crazy for them being 18 years old or 19, or I think we were 20, yeah, 20 plus. And I had no chance, no fucking chance. Especially with someone that has street experience at uni. You can't, yeah, it's cool to say and it's cool to talk about, but it's not actual formal experience. And even in terms of achievements, I achieved a lot. But in comparison out there with the competition, I can't compete with an Olympian. Shit. Yeah, I got top 10% in my class, but like, let's be honest here, Western Sydney Uni, business and management majors is the fucking easiest course out, right? And even the degree itself, it's not specialized, so it's kind of very broad in its nature. Oh yeah, I got a management degree. What the fuck do? You're not an accountant. You can't get your CPA. I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not specialized in anything, which makes it very hard to actually land a job. So a lot of the times, people go into the finance industry because it is a very accepting industry. It's good to get into that industry to be able to develop skills, but whatever, that's a different topic. Now, straight out of uni, when you finish uni, you need to understand and need to have an idea of what exactly do you want to do. So a lot of these younger people who come to me asking for referrals, they don't know what the fuck they want to do. That pisses me off because it's kind of like, okay, well, I'll have an entry-level role for you. This is entry-level. This is where you need to start. It's going to be perfect for you to learn skills. And then when they go there, they're like, oh, no, I don't want to do it. Well, go fuck yourself. Like, you're not going to get a job with that attitude. You need to lower your expectations and be realistic about what it is exactly that you can do for the fact that you're just a graduate with no experience. And a lot of the times as well, it's like, well, it pays too low. Well, what the fuck do you expect, man? Like, you got no experience, you just finished university. You don't expect someone to fucking pay you 80, 90, 100 grand a year straight away, right? Especially if your degree was like mine in management. Like, go fuck yourself. Now, if you've gotten a degree that's specialized, like in accounting, lawyer, medicine, whatever, specific degrees can give you a pathway through your university. So there are career counselors and career coaches in universities that allow you to be able to get into something with those degrees. There are also workshops and networking events that you need to go to. Even if your degree isn't specialized like mine, you need to go to those things in order to be able to develop your skills. Now, funnily enough, recently, I've had 5 people in the last 5 months reach out to me. All of them can't talk for shit, right? So when I'm speaking to them, I'm like, all right, what do you want? What do you want to do? What career do you see yourself in? What industry? Blah, blah, blah. And they don't fucking know what they want. They can't even talk, right? So they prefer to do, texting, email. I was like, well, no, you need to pick up your fucking phone and talk. And that's a skill that's been lost nowadays, I feel like. So funnily enough, my very first boss, my very first job, actually out of uni, my first job was cold calling. So I was actually cold calling, which is the hardest fucking entry-level job. Cold calling businesses to sell them shit. Now these people don't know who I am, but I'm bothering them on their day to try and sell them something that's worth 100 grand plus. Right, I was selling car wash machines. I loved it. It was an amazing experience. But my boss at the time, who was a great mentor, basically said, listen, calling is a dying art. People email, text, SMS, and they don't know how to pick up the fucking phone anymore. And this was like, how long ago was this? Yeah, this was when I was in my first job, in my 20s, right? Early 20s. And fast forward now, when I'm training people, working with new starters, and even trying to get, new graduates jobs, they don't know how to talk on the fucking phone. It's annoying. It's very fucking annoying. So when I asked someone who was doing their customer service role or whatever, and I'm like, all right, you need to call this customer. Don't fucking SMS them. Don't email them. Call them because they'll appreciate the fact that there's a human being on the other side of the phone who's helping them, right? It's the Aussie way, the Western way. You pick up the phone. That's how you create relationships. You need to talk to people. But yeah, the recent people, 5 people I've helped recently, they don't fucking talk. They don't know how to talk. So, which is one thing, you have to learn how to talk. Now, apart from your networking events, social events, being able to talk, having an idea of what you want, also being realistic about your actual starting position and your pay, you need to have a solid idea and understanding on what companies actually look for, okay? Now, it doesn't mean you need to be an arrogant cunt. I actually dealt with a few arrogant pricks when I was referring them, and it's like, listen, bro, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Shut the fuck up. Sit down and listen, Don't talk about, oh yeah, I know X, Y, and Z. You don't know anything. Just sit down, listen, and this is what companies want to hear. I'm eager to learn. I want to progress. I want to start my career. I can see myself growing my career here, right? They want to see you as a sponge. You're a sponge that's gonna fucking soak up all their knowledge, soak up all their experience through this company, and be able to mold you into something that the culture of that company wants. That's what they want, right? So as a starter, as a graduate, drop all your ego, learn the fundamental skills, but also put in some effort. So I feel as if that, fast forward from 15-ish years ago up until now, I feel as if that the newer graduates don't really put much effort into looking into jobs, right? Like, definitely use your network. Like, that's why I've stopped. They were using their network, they come to me. I've stopped referring people because it's fucking tarnished my, I don't want it to tarnish my reputation, but use your network, have an understanding, learn how to talk, and put in some fucking effort. So when I first started looking for jobs, 200 to 300 jobs, and then I finally landed one, and it so happens to be one of the hardest jobs that a graduate can get, right? So, like, do it that way, and you'll be able to succeed. Now, when you do get your first job, just chill, just be cool, be happy. Don't be fucking in a rush to progress and things of that nature. You know, you're not special. You're not the best worker in the world. Just relax, just chill. So it's not only when you get the job, that's the hard part, but maintaining and keeping that job is the next part of that journey, right? So you have to pass probation. 3 to 6 months, you got to pass probation at least, right? And you fucking, I remember this one prick, I got him a job, and he didn't even fucking pass probation, man. Like he actually just didn't end up going back to work, and he kept the work laptop and this and that. So I was like, for fuck's sake, bro, like. Yeah, so anyway, I'm trying not to ramble on and rant about it. I'm just thinking about these people and just giving me a headache. But to end this video, I guess for you graduates out there, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to be blunt but passionate about the topic because, again, I've referred hundreds of people. I didn't ask for a referral bonus. I didn't ask for any fucking money from it. I've done it just out of the goodness of my heart because I've been there. I've been in the other side where I've been looking for jobs, fucking being rejected one after another, and even nowadays, like nothing's perfect. There's still a competitive market out there, and if I was to look for a job right now, don't get me wrong, I get offered jobs all the time. To me, it's just the money and the effort, right? Like it's like, all right, if someone's offered me a position and the money is not right there, I'm not going to take it, obviously. But I feel you. I get where you're coming from, and I understand. I empathize with your graduates out there. I feel as if that nowadays in Australia, uni degrees are fucking worthless, really. If you're not specialized in something, you might as well just fucking pick up a trade. You make more money that way. And you save on your uni degree. I paid mine off. It's fucking shit. I think it's like 70 G's. Fuck that. Might as well have just done a trade and opened up a business myself. At least then I can do something and work with my hands and start my own business. But hey, you do you choose what you want to choose, and hopefully you do find your first job soon. But seriously, put in some effort and you'll get there. Trust me. All right, see ya.